my name is Anuja Anil Sanjay and today's date is 10th March 2022 and today's video topic is multi-threading in Java. First of all, we see what is a thread. Thread is a lightweight process to execute it is a lightweight process to execute the Java program. To execute the program or process, then multi-thread is a process of executing the multiple threads simultaneously, and simultaneously the thread is a lightweight process. The smallest unit of process is called as a thread, and there are one thread or multiple threads used to execute the programs. Then we use the multi-threading, then multi-processing, because thread use a shared memory area. They did not allocate the separate memory. That's why we use the multi-threading. This is the best time then to use threads in a program. Then the advantages of multi-threading is multi-threading saves time, as you can perform multiple operations together. Then the thread are independent, so it does not block the user to perform multiple operations at the same time, and also it's an exception occurs in a single thread. It does not affect the other threads. This is the advantages of multi-threading. And the life cycle of thread is the first stage is new, then runnable, then running, non-runnable, and terminated. This is the life cycle of thread. Then in a program we use multiple threads at a time. Then these multiple JVM send the threads to execute the process, and have a multiple threads sent to the execute the multiple processes at a time simultaneously. Then there are different threads methods in Java. Then the first is public void start. This start method is used to start the threads multiple threads at simultaneously. And the run method. Then the run method is used to run the threads. Then next is a sleep method. This sleep method is to hold one thread for the particular time, stop the execution of the thread. Then next is a public void join method. Join method is used to when the one thread is executed and the second thread also executed simultaneously, but we want to execute the first thread, and then after completion of the first thread process, then execute the second thread. That's why we use the join method to execute the first thread hold, and then start the second thread after the first thread execution is completed. That's why we use the join method. Then next is to get the priority or set priority of the thread. We also give the priority of the thread, higher priority or a low priority. And then next is a set name or get name. Then we can also use the set name and get name for the give the name or set the name for the thread. Then next is alive. Is act as the same as a join method. In this we use the while is alive. Then we execute when the first thread is executed until the is alive. Then next thread is executed after the first thread is killed. Then the next method is yield. Yield method is used when the two threads are simultaneously processed, then executed. Then at the time of when the two threads at a time occurs, then we did not decide which thread is first executed. Then we use the yield method for the get the to get the maturity of maturity. When the in first thread we write the yield method, then second thread is also come at the time. Then first thread is hold for and give the priority to execute the second thread execution, and after that he will execute it owns. That's why we use the yield method. Then next is a daemon thread, and next is a active count. When active count is used to show the how many threads are started or created in your PC CPU. The count will be displayed using the active count method. Then next there are two ways to creation of a thread. First is by creating the thread class, and by implementing the runnable interface. In the thread class we use a extend keywords to extend the thread class in our program. And then next is implements runnable. This is the when we create by implementing the runnable interface, the main method. Then base method is void run, the run method. And when we use the interface, then we did not change the run method as per your requirement. That's why the better way to creation of a thread is we using extend the thread class. Then we write the run method, and we also give the functionality whatever you want in the run method. That's why we use the thread extend thread method class. These are the two ways of creation of threads. Then next is we use a synchronize. Then first of all, when the two threads are simultaneously working, and after that when we use, suppose example is the thread one is run for hundreds of lines, and then next thread is also run the hundreds of lines. But when the first the simultaneously is working, and then when the same time two threads are when the two threads are coming simultaneously to execute the particular process or method, then we did not get the correct output for this method. Then we use the synchronize. For the first thread is occur first two threads are occur simultaneously, and then give the synchronize keyword to use them. First thread is execute the program execution the statements, and after then wait second thread to complete the first thread execution. That's why we use the synchronize method to give the security, or to using synchronize we get the more accuracy. And then the multi-thread is save the time lots of. These are the all about the multi-threading in Java. Thank you.